ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ ಮುಗಿದ ಮೇಲೆ ಇಮಿಡಿಯೇಟ್ ಟೆನ್ಷನ್ ಏನಂದ್ರೆ ಅಯ್ಯೋ ಇನ್ವಿಜಿಲೇಟರ್ ಮೂಡ್ ಹೆಂಗಿರುತ್ತೋ, ಪೇಪರ್ ಹೆಂಗ್ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೋ ಅಲ್ವಾ. ಸೊ ಐ ನೋ ಫಾರ್ ಶೋರ್ ದಟ್ ಆಸ್ soon as the exam get over and you're in that zone that yes, exam is over, but suddenly your friend tells, bro, what if that invigilator is not in good mood, or he or she would have fought with her husband, what if they do that anger on our paper? Hardly I've written something, and upon that if invigilator is angry, then Nama only, right? These are the tensions that most of my students have, and I think all of us can relate that when we were in our boards, this is what would have gone through our head. I'm going to give you some of the best tips or secrets that your examiner shouldn't know, but you should definitely know. Otherwise, students, zero. So here are the best ways to impress your examiner with your paper. That is your answer sheet. Now, all of you know that you have no connection with your teacher, nor your teacher has any connection with you. So who is the connecting link or the broker? Ayyo, nim paper hai, alva. Your answer sheet is the connecting link. So let's see which are the ways to impress your examiner today and every day when you're writing your exam. First thing, students, presentation. Present your paper in such a way that the examiner feels like correcting your paper other than taking it and throwing it out. Most of the students, what they do is, I am in exam in stress. I am in stress, so I will write really fast, or I will just scribble on the paper. It is examiner's duty to decode the paper. Students, that is not possible. Examiner has to correct thousands of papers, and she is not, or he is not going to have the patience to decode your handwriting during that peak time. So make sure whatever you're writing, write it neatly and it should be readable. That's all. I'm not asking you to write it in colorful pens and underline. No. Just make sure that it is presentable. Next most important thing is mark the keywords, and this is for all the students who are going to write your PUC board this time or your CBSE boards. Students, the key to score good marks is that mark the keywords. You know, now example, Lacoperon concept. You know that Lacoperon is an important word, inducer is an important word, regulator is an important word. Please underline those words. Why? I will tell you. Your examiner is going to have an answer key. ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಕೀ ನೋಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಜೆರಾಕ್ಸ್, ಇದು ಬರ್ದಿದ್ದಾನೆ, ಓಕೆ, ಟಿಕ್ ಟಿಕ್ ಟಿಕ್. ದಟ್ ಶುಡ್ ಬಿ ವಾಟ್ ಯುವರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮಿನರ್ ಶುಡ್ ಡು. ನಾಟ್ ದಟ್ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಕೀ ಇದೆ, ಅಯ್ಯೋ ಇದೇನು ಸ್ಟೋರಿ ಬರ್ದಿದ್ದಾನೆ, ಇದೇನು KGF ಮೂವಿ ಬರ್ದಿದ್ದಾನೆ ಫುಲ್ ಸ್ಟೋರಿ. Your examiner shouldn't be decoding your paper or reading a film story in your paper. Instead, she should be or he should be able to tick all the keywords and give you straightforward marks. So always underline your keywords. So this way, examiner knows that you know the concept and you're a confident student. Next most important thing, never try to fool your examiner. Don't be like, first 4 lines I'm going to write about Lacoperon, or first 4 lines I'm going to write about AIDS, and next 5 lines I will write about KGF, or I will write about any other movie or a song that I want to do. So never try to fool your examiner. She has been or he has been doing this for many years now, and they have definitely met all the kinds of students, right? So never try to fool your examiner. Make sure that whatever you know you write, but you write it in a neat, presentable way. Mark your keywords and get your full marks. Students, an examiner always gets impressed. I used to correct papers, and when I used to correct paper, the most irritating thing for me was to find where is the answer. But there would be a student who would underline the words, and I used to be so much happy. Pleasantly, I used to correct the paper. So that's what I'm telling you. You can change your examiner's mood by just showing your paper. Sometimes she can lose her temper, or sometimes she can be she can smile and correct the whole paper. So it totally depends on you. Okay. Next most important thing, write according to the marks. Let me give you a sketch of how much you should write. If it is a 1 mark question, stick to 1 line, because the teacher has only 1 word answer and she's going to give you that 1 mark. 2 marks, stick to 4 to 5 lines. That means depending on the question, 3 to 4 lines is good enough, which has all the important points, not the story, not the rephrasing of the question. Next, students, 4 marks go up to half pages, or let's say somewhere between 10 to 12 lines, because it's a 4 mark question and they are expecting complete explanation from you. If it is a diagram based question, write the diagram and stick to 3-4 key points. Okay, then if it is a 6 mark question, you are supposed to write 1 page to 2 page. Now it varies in your geography, history, or for commerce, arts, all of this it varies, because you will have long answers to write, and in commerce you have more boxes. In science you also have diagrams plus explanation, so you can stick and divide this 1 page into half the diagram and half the explanation. But remember, every key point is expected when you are writing a 4 marks or a 6 mark question. Same goes with 2 mark. Every key words is important. Okay, here key points, here keywords, here the word itself is important. Okay, I hope this was helpful. Next thing is, students, start your paper with the answer you know. Starting alle impression ಕೊಡಬೇಕು ಅಲ್ವಾ, ಡಿಪ್ರೆಷನ್ ಕೊಡಬಾರ್ದು. ಸೊ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಮೇಕ್ ಶ್ಯೂರ್ ದಟ್ ಯು ಆರ್ ರೈಟಿಂಗ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಥಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ದಟ್ ಯು ನೋ. So start with the question or a section where you know all the questions properly, and this way what happens, examiner paper open ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ first, oh ಈ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟಿಗೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಗೊತ್ತು ಅಲ್ವಾ, ಆಟೋಮ್ಯಾಟಿಕ್ಲಿ one notion comes to the teacher's head that yes, this student definitely knows okay so much, so I should be graceful in giving the marks. So that can happen. And always, even if you don't know any question but you feel like maybe I can write one line about it, something about it, please attempt the question, because there are chances that grace marks can happen. At the same time, there are situations where step marks will be given, especially if go for maths. You do not reach in an ultimate answer, no problem. Write your steps clearly. This way you're going to get marks for each step, and this is so solid in CBSE. Even in PUC, the answer key is prepared in such a way that each step carries 1 mark. So I hope the tips were really helpful. Now I'll show you a topper's answer sheet and you can see how the topper has written. First of all, paper is clean and presentable. Please do not overwrite or scratch over it. I have seen a lot of students, one mistake, full. Okay, like we are putting cement and tar on the wrong question, you will scratch. Do not scratch. Okay, just put one line. Okay, just cross one line and that should be enough. And if you look at the sheet, students, this is the first page. You will notice that the paper itself is so neat and presentable. And here also you can see how they have explained each and every statement in a proper way. Here you can see how 2 symptoms are mentioned, 3 symptoms are mentioned in case one goes wrong also. 3 symptoms are mentioned, and the given situation represent allergy, which is an exaggeration. Directly went to the definition. You go to this sheet of the paper, you will see exactly the differences, how neatly it is written. Whenever they are asking you distinguish or differences, difference aag bariri, paragraph formal barbedi. Like in the sense, don't put 1, 2, 3, 4. Like when teacher looks, it will look like one whole, you know, khichdi together. Okay, when sambar rice, when mixed, it will be looked together. Teacher has to differentiate, is it ex situ or is it in situ. Do not put your teacher at stress. Okay, I know you are at stress while writing the paper, but that does not give you the rights to put your teacher at stress. So this is a beautiful paper, as you can see, and the diagram also, students, it's one of the complicated diagrams, but the kid has taken the time to learn the diagram and to show exactly how the sticky ends are formed, how the cutting is happening, and also she has learned the codes. So this is exemplar, right? So even I would be impressed to give marks to such a student. So that's what I'm telling you. These are the most important tips when you want to, you know, make sure that your examiner is impressed, because the only connecting link between you and your examiner is your answer script. Just think about it. You are very much excited for a event, and the only thing that is keeping you, you know, very cheerful is the dance performance that you have to do. So you have to make sure that you perform the dance really well, right? Same thing goes to students. You have to present your paper in a way that you think that, okay, teacher, whatever mood she is in, whatever mood he is in, they will be impressed looking at your paper, because your first sheet itself shows that yes, the student knows everything and the student is going to make sure that yes, this is the thing. Okay, so for more such information, please do subscribe to the channel, that is We Karnataka, KCD and both, and this is for our Namma Karnataka students. So wait ಮಾಡಬೇಡಿ, ಬೇಗ ವಿಡಿಯೋನ ಲೈಕ್ ಮಾಡಿ, ಶೇರ್ ಮಾಡಿ, ಈ ಸೀಕ್ರೆಟ್ಸ್ನ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಬೆಸ್ಟ್ ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ಸ್ ಫಾರ್ ಎವರ್ಗೂ ಶೇರ್ ಮಾಡಿ. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್, as much as possible, try to make this channel a big success, because this is only for the Karnataka students, and I think Karnataka students know the dil and the josh of how you can prepare for KCET with the best educators and best teachers in the town. So see you all next time. Till then, take care, tata, bye bye.